Meanwhile, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been in all sorts of trouble, Brendan. We've talked about this before. Now he's lost 5 of his key staff, some in protest about how he's handled himself, abuse is done, the parties he took when he should have been obeying the pandemic rules like everyone else. He's still in danger of getting the sack. Now there's a new book by a Conservative peer, Lord Ashcroft, which takes aim at his wife, Carrie, saying she's a meddler, a bad influence, flighty, someone who's ruined Boris Johnson, cost him his edge, his focus. It's an extraordinary attack. It's got huge coverage, but is it fair?
I think it probably is a little bit fair. I mean, there's a problem with too much focus on Carrie Johnson because it can make it look like nothing is Boris's fault. You know, it's all the fault of the wife. It's not because Boris himself is flighty and changeable and not really, packed with principles. It must all be down to his wife. So I think it lets Boris off the hook a little bit. But at the same time, there is a problem with Carrie Johnson's influence in Downing Street. You know, not for nothing is she often referred to as Carrie Antoinette, because she does sometimes seem to be the power behind the throne. And she's kind of steered Boris in a direction that is, I think, quite problematic towards more woke politics, the trans agenda, the cult of gender fluidity, of course, green politics. He's now an obsessive green, having been a climate change skeptic 15 or so years ago. So she's definitely steered him in that woke direction, which is not what the millions of working class people who voted for Boris Johnson wanted. So the fact that there is this rather posh, well-to-do woke woman in Downing Street kind of pushing her own agenda over the heads of the millions of people who put Boris Johnson into Downing Street, that is a problem. And I think that is a bit of a worry for democracy.
No, I got that, and I got the bad influence. I got all that. But how weak must Boris Johnson be not to have ideas of his own that he pushes ahead of hers? That's what I think has been so illuminating here.